Now to the news. We begin with the latest on the hike in price of petrol. The Nigeria Labour Congress has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the federal government to reverse all perceived anti-poor policies. NLC is particularly concerned with the recent increase in the price of petrol on 2 different occasions, from 197 naira to 617 naira per litre. The Congress says workers nationwide will commence an indefinite strike next Wednesday should the government fail to heed its call for a policy reversal. Although NLC is yet to give an official statement, spokesman of the Congress, Benson Upah, confirmed the resolution to TVC News in a telephone chat. TVC News learned that the decision to shut down in Zamfara State, the Nigerian Bar Association says it has lost 2 of its active members to banditry in less than a year. It is calling on security agencies to take the fight to bandit doorstep for communities to have peace. Theophilus Darufai reports.
Over 13 years of armed banditry and kidnapping incidents in Zamfara has affected many families, communities, corporate organizations, and individuals. The Nigerian Bar Association Gusau branch has not been shielded from the conflict. At this event, it remembers with 2 of its members killed by armed bandits within a space of a year. It is urging government at all levels to rise to their responsibilities of protecting innocent citizens. In response, the Zamfara State Deputy Governor says everything possible is being done to restore peace across the state.
In August last year, we lost one of our serious and active member. On 5th of June, we also lost another colleague. Our view is that these people, they should be, all the operations should be taken directly to their enclaves, their camps where they live. Because we have them, they are launching attacks here and there. Our roads are not safe. Our towns and villages are not safe.
We have a lot of plans toward the curtailing this armed banditry and other related offenses. A lot of legislation has been put in place that will help the state government to curb out banditry and other related offenses.
The event, organized by the National Association of Zamfara State Law Students, is aimed at encouraging young aspiring lawyers in secondary schools. The organizers urged the Zamfara State government to localize scholarship in tertiary institutions so as to accommodate more beneficiaries, especially with the recent increment in tuition fees. A 14-year-old Habibullah told TVC News why she wants to become a lawyer in future.
Some of us are facing hardship in school, lack of support from government because of our families cannot cater for full responsibility of our studies. The money that one person can be sponsored abroad can cater for 20 people in Nigeria. With gun, you can kill a terrorist, but with education, you can kill terrorism.
I want to help people in cases, in criminal cases and divorce cases. I want to help people to do justice in the future. That is why I want to be a lawyer.
The new administration in Zamfara is urged to give education the needed attention and support young and aspiring lawyers to achieve their dreams. Theophilus Darufai, TVC News, Gusau.
Governor of Kaduna State, Ubah Sani, has signed an executive order on financial inclusion. The order aims to address the exclusion of approximately 2.1 million underserved citizens in rural areas from accessing financial services. Our correspondent Lupe Asom reports.
Kaduna State Governor Senator Ubah Sani is flanked by senior government officials as he officially signs his first executive order, and it is on financial inclusion. The executive order aims to address the exclusion of 2.1 million poor, underserved and vulnerable citizens in rural areas from financial services. He says the Financial Inclusion and Literacy Committee will develop strategies to include the target population in the financial system and equip them with financial skills.
I have the statistics, which was also confirmed by the World Bank, that about 70 to 70% of our rural population are financially excluded. Because of that, here in Kaduna, we have decided to ensure that the vulnerable people within our own society in the rural areas are captured.
A state register of the poor, underserved and vulnerable will be established and verified. Kaduna State government will include 1 million citizens in the financial service sector within a year.
From our statistics in Kaduna, we have about 3.5 million population within our rural local governments. And out of the 3.5 million, over 2 million are financially excluded. That is why we have decided to come up with this position to ensure that at least 1 million have been able to be part of the financial services in the next 1 year.
The governor is also full of appreciation to the president for reviewing the 8,000 naira cash transfer program based on public feedback.
That is a very important decision. I would like to especially commend Mr. President for putting that transfer on hold until we are able to capture the right people. Because if we don't do that, the monies will go to the wrong people, not the actual vulnerable people within our society.
Key stakeholders like traditional rulers and religious leaders will be consulted for mass sensitization. The Committee on Financial Inclusion and Literacy will coordinate implementation together with relevant government agencies. Lupe Asom, TVC News, Kaduna.